Aaron.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
You done messed up, Aaron!
Aaron is present, everyone. Welcome back for more SPTV, where, remember, every day is a great day not to be in a cult. Guys, I think the world's smallest cult leader, of course, we're talking about David Miscavige, leader of Scientology. I think David Miscavige took a very massive dookie in his very tiny drawers this morning. When news broke that Leah Remini has filed a lawsuit against David Miscavige individually and the Church of Scientology. This is incredible. Guys, let's count up the lawsuits. Let's count up the lawsuits and the investigations that David Miscavige is currently running from. We've got the lawsuit brought by 3 former Sea Org members living in Australia, brought against David Miscavige personally for labor trafficking. We have another lawsuit brought in Los Angeles by a former Sea Org member for the other kind of trafficking, if you know what I'm saying. David Miscavige is currently being served in that lawsuit. Let's not forget the grand jury investigation into obstruction of justice in the Danny Masterson criminal trial, of which David Miscavige has personally been, what's the word? Indicated is what I want to say, but that doesn't feel like that's the right word. By Lisa Marie Presley, who said that when she attempted to obstruct justice on behalf of Scientology, David Miscavige is who she personally reported back to report the results of that attempt. And now we have a lawsuit brought by Leah Remini herself, of course, also brought in California. I'm going to share with you what Leah Remini has shared. I'm going to show you the actual lawsuit itself. And yeah, let's take a look at it. First, I'm going to show you what Leah tweeted. By the way, I've got links to Leah Remini's Substack in the description down below. I've also got links to Leah Remini's YouTube channel that I predict she's going to be doing more with in the near future. So, okay, let's take a look at Leah's tweet. I wanted to share some important news. After 17 years of harassment, intimidation, surveillance, and defamation, I'm filing a lawsuit against Scientology and David Miscavige. While advocating for victims of Scientology has significantly impacted my life and career, Scientology's final objective of silencing me has not been achieved. While this lawsuit is about what Scientology has done to me, I am one of thousands of targets of Scientology over the past 7 decades. People who share what they've experienced in Scientology and those who tell their stories and advocate for them should be free to do so without fearing retaliation from a cult with tax exemption and billions in assets. The press has a right to report about Scientology without facing a sophisticated intelligence operation from Scientology to destroy their personal lives and their careers. Law enforcement authorities have a right to investigate crimes in Scientology without fear that they will lose their jobs. Children, mothers, fathers, aunts, and uncles have a right to request welfare checks on their family members without fear of an operation activated against them by Scientology for doing so. Those in the entertainment business should have a right to tell jokes and stories without facing an operation from Scientology, which uses its resources in Hollywood to destroy their lives and careers. With this lawsuit, I hope to protect the rights afforded to them and me by the Constitution of the United States to speak the truth and report the facts about Scientology without fear of vicious and vindictive retribution, of which most have no way to fight back. Okay, that was the tweet. Now let's look at her Substack article where she goes into more detail. I believe all this was published literally within the last hour. Okay, Leah says, after 17 years, okay. I won't reread the parts that she tweeted. And the first part of this is what she tweeted. Okay, she goes, the full complaint is linked below the press release. Okay, good. Let's read the press release. Leah Remini files lawsuit against Church of Scientology. Today, actress, producer, author, and advocate Leah Remini filed a lawsuit in the California Superior Court in an attempt to end what she alleges are mob-style operations and attacks on her and other alleged victims and survivors of the Church of Scientology and their advocates. The lawsuit seeks to require Scientology and any entity it controls and funds to cease and desist its alleged practice of harassment, defamation, and other unlawful conduct against anyone who Scientology has labeled an enemy. It also requests compensatory and punitive damages to compensate Remini for the harm she alleges Scientology has inflicted on her and her career. Named defendants are the Church of Scientology International, Scientology's leader, David Miscavige, and Religious Technology Center, which the complaint alleges manages policing operations and principally enforces Scientology's punishment orders. Quote, for 17 years, Scientology and David Miscavige has subjected me to what I believe to be psychological torture, defamation, surveillance, harassment, and intimidation, significantly impacting my life and career. I believe I am not the first person targeted by Scientology and its operations, but I intend to be the last, stated Leah Remini. The complaint concerns alleged actions of the Office of Special Affairs, formerly known as the Guardian's Office, including monitoring the activities of Scientologists and non-Scientologists and exacting revenge and retribution on anyone who has been declared an enemy of Scientology. According to the complaint, OSA network orders, a series of directives from Scientology's founder, the late L. Ron Hubbard, institutionalized a series of retaliatory actions to be taken against any individual, organization, business, or government entity that Scientology declares as an enemy. Under the organization's rules, directives originating from directives originating from Hubbard cannot be changed. The complaint alleges that attacks on Remini were activated by OSA and their operatives under Hubbard's OSA network orders, meant to totally restrain and muzzle, obliterate, and ruin utterly her, and demonstrate a pattern and practice of harassment, defamation, and abuse. The lawsuit lays out the myriad of ways in which Scientology leaders and agents, beginning in 2006, 7 years before Remini left Scientology, allegedly financed and ordered coordinated campaigns against Remini, her family, friends, business partners, associates, advertisers, proposed future advertisers, future employers, and support office staff who have never even met her. With this lawsuit, I hope to protect my rights as afforded by the Constitution of the United States to speak the truth and report the facts about Scientology. I feel strongly that the banner of religious freedom does not give anyone license to intimidate, harass, and abuse those who exercise their First Amendment rights, added Remini. I am going to show you the lawsuit itself, but a couple quick thoughts. Hold on. I think this is absolutely fascinating. We all know that Scientology is going to fall back on the defense that Leah Remini is a public figure, that Scientology is only exercising its First Amendment protected rights. I mean, though that's the arguments they fall back on for anything, even actually criminal behavior. And yet, nobody has a First Amendment right to interfere with contractual business obligations between two other parties. That's called tortious interference. And my lawyer friend, Zach, and I should discuss that at more length. And I will tell you, people have wondered why the Fair Game podcast ceased to be. And I can say that at least one of the reasons is that Scientology was relentlessly fair gaming and harassing not only the advertisers of the publicly traded company that, the umbrella company that owned the podcast, but was even personally harassing and fair gaming employees of that parent company, not just Leah. So Scientology did what they always do. They try to attack what you hold dear, attack what you love, try to associate you with what you hate. And they did that in a way that has really crossed legal lines. And this isn't about Scientology's First Amendment right to speak freely. They publish blatant defamatory lies about Leah. And again, it's not illegal to lie about someone, but when you are doing so and actively interfering with business operations, it's, we're not talking about a mere boycott here. We're talking about aggressively trying to destroy someone's business relationships, which is illegal. And as long as it can be proven, and I have a very high confidence level that it can be in this case, Scientology is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. So let's take a look at the actual filing. Okay, attorneys for Leah Remini, Brittany Henderson, a heavy hitter, and Linda Singer. Unfortunately, I don't personally know who Linda is, even though it's probably been explained to me 3 times. I just can't remember. I personally know who Brittany Henderson is. I don't personally know who Linda Singer is. Okay, let's look at the complaints for damages and the demand for the jury trial. 1, civil harassment. 2, stalking. 3, intentional infliction of emotional distress. 4, tortious. I think it's tortious, guys. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I grew up in a cult. It's not tortious, right? It's tortious interference with contractual relationship, intentional interference with prospective economic advantage, defamation, and defamation per se. Damn, both? I don't even know the difference, guys. My lawyer friend Zach will have to explain it to me. Defamation, defamation per se, defamation by implication, false light, declaratory judgment, declaratory judgment. You'd think I'd know how to pronounce these words. These are not $5 words here. I do my best, guys. And we won't get into the actual complaint because it's very, very meaty. And I haven't read it through, so I don't know the best parts to jump forward to. But, you know, these complaints tend to these complaints tend to be written in a way where they assume the person reading it has absolutely no knowledge of Scientology, which obviously is the right way to go about it because most people in our legal system have absolutely no knowledge of Scientology. But things are explained down to the tiniest detail that makes reading such things on this channel very boring. But if I can go through this filing and capture some parts that you know, we haven't already covered and are worth covering, I'll definitely do so in a separate video. I tend to doubt that Leah is going to be doing any interviews about this. Like, I don't think you should expect her to be doing a chat with me about this. Usually when you're in the middle of a lawsuit, the best thing to say is nothing. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's the way that that this shakes out. But this is a big deal. This is not something that was just thought up in like a fit of anger. This has been in the works for a long time. A lot of preparation has been done to get ready for this announcement today. And I know how many hundreds of hours Leah herself has spent going through these various OSA network orders that she makes reference to in the press release and in the lawsuit itself. And the lawyers that have agreed to take this on, like, you guys know who Brittany Henderson is, right? Brittany and Brad Edwards. Oh shit. It doesn't just say Brittany. Let's go back to it. My fault. I totally short shrifted Brad. That's Brittany Henderson, Brad Edwards, Seth Lerman. Okay. I've never heard Seth's name before, but Brittany and Brad are freaking rock stars. Those guys are superstars. Those guys were involved in representing the victims of Epstein, you know, the Epstein. I don't know if I can say his name on YouTube. I'm sure I can, but, and these guys are representing some other former Scientologists. I believe Brittany and Brad are also the ones representing Jane Doe in her trafficking lawsuit against David Miscavige. These guys are big leaguers. These guys are all stars. These guys are all pros. They don't take things on like this lightly. And I know, I don't know the details about their engagement with Leah, but I know in their other engagements, they're working on contingency. So they don't take on cases like this unless they think they can win them. These guys mean business, and these guys are out for blood. And David Miscavige should be very, very scared. And you better believe that I'm going to be bringing you every little teeny tiny update. It doesn't matter how small it is. You're going to be hearing about it here. You can be damn sure about that. All right, let's see, guys. Arnie Van Halen says Leah's lawsuit will surely get the effing media to wake up. Don't you think? I do think. At this point, guys, does the legacy media really matter? I don't think that it does. But it would be nice to have them, you know, covering this as deeply as I will be covering it. It would be nice, right? I don't care. I don't really care, but I agree. It'd be nice if the legacy media woke up and got on board. Cat crazy. Bravo, Leah. You kick butt. Yeah, you. XOXOXO. Well, that's very nice, Cat crazy. Lisa Robinson. So happy more people are standing up to Scientology. Yes. I'll tell you, Leah and everything that she's done over the past many years, with the TV show, the Aftermath TV show and everything, Leah has pretty much proven that Scientology can't sue people anymore. Leah and Mike Rinder and A&E and Disney and the producers of the Aftermath show were never sued even once, despite tons and tons of threats. Were never sued even once for anything that was published on the show. Mike Rinder was not sued when he published his book. Leah Remini wasn't sued when she published her book. So she's already, through her actions, demonstrated to the world, although not everyone was paying attention, demonstrated to the world, you don't have to be afraid of Scientology suing you anymore. They can no longer afford to sue people because they can't afford to open themselves up to discovery. And if they are the ones filing the lawsuit, they can't claim victim. They can't claim harassment when the discovery requests and the deposition requests come in hot and heavy because they were the ones who originated the lawsuit. Now, through her actions, she's going to demonstrate that not only do you not have to be afraid of Scientology suing you, but you can be the aggressor. Now, in this case, legally speaking, lawsuit-wise, Leah's being the aggressor by filing the lawsuit. In reality, all she's doing is defending herself from the non-stop, relentless, libelous, slanderous attacks and tortious interference in her business affairs. So in that sense, she's on defense, but she's on defense by playing offense. You guys know what I'm saying. So she's already shown that you can't be sued. Now she's going to show you can go after these assholes and you still don't have to be afraid. Doesn't mean Scientology is not going to unleash the hounds. But Scientology has a lot more to be afraid of today than ever. And Leah Remini's one of the main reasons why. So this is exciting. Cannot wait to see how this unfolds. Let's see. Karaoke Jen. So freaking glad that Leah made that decision. I'm sure it wasn't a very easy decision to make. Thanks, AA Run. Hi, Osa. Yeah, no, I'm sure this. I know that Leah's been considering this for years. And so, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision. But I believe that she finally felt that she had no choice. She had no choice. At some point, it becomes, if I'm not going to do it, who will? Do you know what I mean? So it's incredible. She's really putting herself out there. And I and thousands of others appreciate the hell out of it. And we'll help in any way that we can, whatever that means, whatever that looks like. Joni Cummings, Aaron, thanks for letting us know. David Miscavige should be running scared because Leah is on the hunt. Yes, she's hunting and she's hungry. Cody Mac. So Scientology will cover the cost for David Miscavige's booster seat when he takes the stand, right? Yes. They have a custom-made, handmade Italian leather and mahogany, a rich, deep mahogany booster seat. It's actually a triple booster because he's a small boy. Yes, Scientology will definitely cover the cost of that. In fact, it'll probably be partially produced by Sea Org slave labor. But they'll bring in some fine Italian furniture maker to put the finishing touches on it, is my guess. Thank you, Cody. Lisa Marchbanks, best news all year. Yes, this is some really good news. Just wait, guys. I got some other great news coming later today. Tori, Osa, time to smash those piggy banks. This is going to result in some serious compensation. Don't think baby Davy is getting a Christmas gift this year. Yeah, that's right. Maybe baby Davy will be put on rice and beans. Not really, because he answers to nobody. But it's fun to imagine. Lydia von Stretchclaw, hashtag Team Leah. Absolutely, thank you, Lydia. SPTV Tattoo Warrior, as a good teacher would always say, trust yourself. Usually your first effort at pronouncing a name or word is correct. Overanalyzing never pays off. Yes, it's true. Sometimes it's just fun to, run through all the different ways something could be pronounced. You know what I'm saying? It's a good, it's a vocal exercise. Thank you, SPTV Tattoo Warrior. Let's see. Karaoke Jen. Let me clarify. Obviously, it was an easy decision, but with Scientology's tactics at hand, it's gonna be a war. Yep. You're spot on with that. Beaker Bop. Does this include all the Twitter acts? I'm not sure. Actually, I did scroll through the lawsuit filing itself, and it does have screenshots of all of just the most slanderous, horrific tweets that Scientology sends out about her all the time. Because I don't legally understand the distinction between, slanderous tweets and business, tortious interference and whatnot. I didn't really want to focus on those. Plus, I really don't like showing the stuff they publish about Leah because why do their job for them? But anyway, so it does seem to me that it does involve the Twitter stuff. Thank you, E. Miller, for the super sticker. Thank you, Mel SH, for the super sticker. Thank you, Colleen Canis, for the super sticker. John D. Love it. Go Leah. Thank you for all you do, AA Ron. Thank you, John D. I appreciate it. Going Rogue. Why do I get a chill thinking that Scientology, thinking what Scientology may do when I backed in a corner? Praying for the safety of Team Leah. I just feel that Scientology should be more afraid of us at this point than we should be of them. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Going Rogue. Denver Stevo, praise Xenu. Don't F with Remini or you're going to regret it. Osa still smells like poo. True on all counts, Denver Stevo. Thank you very much. Colleen Canis with another super sticker. My goodness. Jamie Lynn, SP Court TV. Oh my God, I love it. Someone's got to send me an SP Court TV intro or graphic. That is amazing. Thank you for mentioning that, Jamie Lynn. SP Court TV, and I'm here for it. Suck it, DM. Or SPTV Court, Special Court Edition. SPTV, the People's Court. I don't know. We're going to have to figure out something. Karen McCourt says, super respect and support for Leah. Tori says, just for pronouncing my name correctly. First time I've ever had a super chat read out too. So worth the super chat. Oh, Tori, my pleasure. And thank you. That's very generous of you. Julie Denny with a super sticker. Let's see. No more cults says, good job, Leah. Kick their ever lying ass. Your family and friends are worthy of being done ever more with them. Absolutely. And speak of the devil, I just got a text from Leah saying, did you see? Yes, Leah, I did see. And I've already done a video about it. All right, well, let me wrap this up and I will call Leah and have a nice little chat about how I am so on the ball that I already got a video done. All right, guys, huge news coming later today. Please stay tuned. Hey, if you had not subscribed, and you might not be, check that button. If you're not subscribed, hit that button. It helps me out. And if you're one of the 2,500 people watching live, hit that like button, guys. It really does help, believe it or not. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you to everyone who watches until the very end. So much more to come, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe